Do you have to be a homer?
I'm a Giants fan.
Now, back to Willard and Dibs on 95.7 The Game.
Is someone playing a trick on us this week?
What do you mean?
All right. The Dodgers come in and use the Giants as a rag doll.
Jeez, too soon.
Grandy. I come in and have expressed how I feel after what was it's a demoralizing situation right now to try to be a Giants fan.
You know what it is, right?
It's like, a demoralization sensation.
Cha-ching! Thank you, Grandy.
Yeah.
And you were very eloquent when you laid that out, and you surpassed Grandy's 9-minute rant from last week, so congrats.
I did?
Oh, yeah, that was more like 15.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
I was told to let Mark eat.
Don't ever try to beat me again,
No,
Grandy.
we were letting you eat.
Yeah.
And you did.
I did.
You feasted, and you're still eating. But what do you mean about, are you being trolled right now? What's going on in your world?
Well, again, it'd be one thing if the Giants had just lost a couple games because, there was some timely hitting in the 8th inning or whatever.
Sure.
But to have the ballpark overtaken, to not even feel like there's ever a chance in any given at bat, like it just does, completely and totally overwhelmed and overmatched. So I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and I get to work today, and here are the second and third legs of the parlay. You're already feeling like a Giants ragdoll. I don't know how I can describe this to the listeners, but those of us who work in the media, we operate on free food.
Oh, boy.
That's how we roll.
Talk to me.
So we look at free food differently than you. We look at it in many ways as our lifeblood. When we arrive at a game, often it's the first thing that we look for before, a good seat.
Oh, yeah.
Or who do I need to talk to tonight?
Dude, Niner games, I'll eat 3, if not 4 meals, including dessert. And the Niners, they take care of the media. You get lunch.
Oh, they're amazing.
At halftime, you eat. Post-game, they bring out pizza, and they've got its.
I tell you what.
Your boy will gain 8 pounds in a Niner game. Red pumpkin. I used to be.
If the Giants roll out, if they roll out free food starting tonight, I'm taking credit for it because I think that they need to apologize to everybody. But anyway, we show up to work today, and there's a huge spread of good-looking food with a napkin right in front of it. Matt Nahagian has tweeted out a picture of it, so you can go look at it. So it's a napkin right in front of it that says, "Do not touch." Now, look. If it's someone else's lunch, fine. I'm not grab somebody else's food out of the fridge guy.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I hate that guy.
So I didn't touch. Now, I touched the napkin just to mess with people, but I didn't touch the food. But at no point is there any indication of, who's the food for?
Exactly.
Is there a high-powered meeting in town? Nobody's there. It's just a full afternoon of walking by this table 27 times, staring at really good-looking food.
8 salads, 16 half sandwiches, and a tray of cookies.
And you can't have any of it.
Not a one.
And you don't know why.
Don't touch.
Then you come in here to start the show. We've got 3 monitors in here. And what is playing on NFL Network? Dibs?
It is the 49ers taking on Kansas City in the Super Bowl. And it took a minute to realize which Super Bowl because you and I are talking to each other.
They look the exact same.
We're making incredible eye contact because it's what we do. And I actually asked you during the break which one it was, and you had to do a double take because they are the exact same game. This is the first Niner disappointment, not the most recent one. And I asked you, and I'll throw this out to the callers if you're interested at all, 888-957-9570, which Super Bowl, while watching it, did you feel like the Niners were going to win more? Because we're looking right now, they're up 20-10 with 7 minutes to go.
Wait.
They just had the ball at midfield.
Did you guys see what was on NFL Network beginning at 10 o'clock this morning?
No.
Oh, Niners-Ravens Super Bowl.
I mean,
not even joking.
Do you understand?
I would
now?
guess I know what's coming up next.
Do you understand now why I'm asking if we're being trolled?
Right.
When I get home, is my dog going to bite me? What are we doing today?
Mahomes is 19 of 31.
Good dog, yeah.
He doesn't even have 200 yards, and he's thrown 2 picks.
Yeah.
He's never won a Super Bowl at this point.
You asked me which one they should have won more, and I was like, this year, and now I realized that was recency bias.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo's got the ball, a 10-point lead, 9 minutes to go, and they're driving around midfield, and like the Niners are in complete control.
Right.
If you had said to me in this moment the Niners are about to lose this game by double digits, I'd have been like, what on God's green earth are you talking about?
Even now, as Mahomes is at the 50 with 7 minutes to go, and they're starting to move, they're still down 10.
They're down 10, 6:57 to go.
So anyway.
The point being is you're not helping NFL Network and Odyssey.
What is helping is that you now have gotten not one but two meals since the don't touch sign has been removed.
It's been removed.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, no, the burrito
The
was
touching
mine.
has begun.
I brought the burrito.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a little finger sandwich.
Yeah.
It's delicious. Turkey. Beautiful. Let's go to John in Newport Beach.
Please, John.
Hi, John. What are you doing?
You talk, we'll eat.
How you guys doing?
Better now, John.
Fine.
All right, I want to talk to you guys about the young kids. We all want them to be good, right? But, I mean, we got to set some realistic expectations. Ramos was the only one lighting it up in AAA this year. I mean, Matos wasn't lighting it up. Schmidt wasn't lighting it up. Luciano wasn't lighting it up. And these guys are the future, or what we want the future to be. And, I mean, this is all on Farhan. The roster just isn't good enough. And if these guys don't pan out, and there's a good chance that these guys don't pan out, this team is going to be in the dirt for the next couple of years.
John, your phone's crapping out a little bit, but I want to go back to something you said right at the beginning because I take issue with it. You want to know what phrase I will never use to name my fantasy football team? Quote, realistic expectations. I can't stand that. What does that mean? We need to have some realistic expectations. No, it's sports, so no, we don't. I never, ever, ever want to wake up ever and go, let's be realistic. No, this is the fantasy land. We don't play for this team. We don't even know these players. The whole thing that we're doing is a fun ride. And so it doesn't need to be realistic. Okay? I don't care who was lighting it up last week in AAA. What does that even mean? That's a completely different league. At other times, they have been lighting it up. When Matos got called up last year, he was lighting it up. So sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. What does that mean? To me, that's getting too fine with our point. And so I want to say this again, and then let's find out if you're feeling the same thing I am. 888-957-9570. And here's what I'm getting at. I don't care if the young guys take some time. I don't care if some of them aren't good, because not all of them are going to be good. I don't even care that much that in this moment on May 15th, they're 19 and 25. That is not my point. My point is from a much higher level of a view. My point is that you are looking at this organization, and now it's year 6, and they have failed to put together something that we can be proud of, something that's fun, something that doesn't take our ballpark away, fill it with blue jackets, all partying and rubbing it in our faces while we sit there and preach, well, no, it's actually fine. I told you I wanted to give my advice to the front office. And here's my advice just for this moment, because there's a lot of things I could say. Do things differently, draft better, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm getting at. That stuff's all obvious. My advice for this front office is to stop telling everybody that they're wrong and you're right. You have to stop that. Because, by the way, I'm not even talking about the fans. You're doing this to your own players. I know this. We know this. We're in the media. We have press passes. We talk to people. Your own building is filled with people who have morale in the dirt. That's your own people. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. And if you want to continue to act like you're the only one or ones who know what the right answer is, you're going to run this thing, and yourselves, you're going to run your own jobs right into the ground. So that would be my advice. Start looking around at some of your people, maybe take an opinion or two, maybe try to do some things a different way, maybe open up that you don't have it all figured out. Because what you're putting on TV every night right now it's devastating for